what's good, y'all? It's Gas, and today I'm gonna show y'all how to make crazy beats for Che. Let's go. So first things first, I'm gonna address the obvious. Yes, I got a face cam. So, hey man, if y'all have never seen my face before, I mean, I did a face reveal on Instagram. I've been doing Twitch streams before this video with this face cam. So if y'all don't know what I look like, then y'all just ain't in the loop. So make sure y'all follow me on IG, follow me on Twitch. All the links to all my socials will be in the description. But hey, I hope my face don't piss y'all off because I plan on doing these tutorials with the face cam from now on. But hey man, that's enough talking. Let's get into the beat. So before I say anything else, BPM's at 160. Usually for these types of beats, you want like a higher BPM in like the 150 to 170 range. So I'm going with 160. So I just got this progress preset out of SRX keyboards, and I swear to God, y'all have been sleeping on SRX keyboards, man. This plugin is fire. I'm gonna be using it to start off the beat, so let's go. So I ended up changing up the preset, still SRX keyboards, grabbed the sparkly preset, and I laid out this sort of progression. It does look a tiny bit complicated, but I'm gonna go over it right now. So first things first, I'm gonna play this out. So since we're starting with like a crazy arpeggiating type of sound, we didn't really need to use like too many notes or too many chords. So really, I just put down what sounded good. And with these melodies, it's usually a good amount of repetition. So you guys can see I pretty much just copied over the first 2 bars, like exactly. I just changed a few notes here and there. So add in just a little bit of variation, and then I just copied over the 4 bar. So you guys can see, super repetitive, but that lets it be catchy. And the way I like to treat making these kind of progressions is almost like making like an Asian rock melody, because in Asian rock, like you're starting out with those arpeggiated type of chords, like with the guitar, but basically I just do that, but with like an arpeggiating sound. Next, went up into Albino, grabbed this Peggio Move preset, and I put a few effects on this because I didn't want it to be so bland. I did a little bit of stereo separation here, and then I did a little bit of an EQ, just taking out some of the lows and the annoying frequencies. I did some Pan Man, and this effect just hits different with the arps because like the arp just swinging from left to right ear, like that shit just goes crazy. And then I got the Shaper Box preset. This is the Laser Duck preset, and all it does is just make it like sound a little quirkier, I guess, so it's not like the same exact thing as the last sound. And I forgot to mention that I just layered the same exact thing, literally just copy and pasted the same exact thing, so that's gonna sound like this. And that's another thing about the beats for these type of melodies, is layering is really key. I feel like if you can like layer the main melody with like a whole bunch of different sounds, then it'll really just sound like complete, and then you can get that like real ambient, like distorted type of feel. So more layering. Next sound, we're back in Albino. I just grabbed this BP Gator preset and it sounds like this. And this is just more layering. Literally just copy and pasted it again and put it up an octave with this Purity preset. I think it's called, yeah, Arpalesta. So this is how that sounds. String pattern's complete. Y'all can see it's just another super repetitive pattern, pretty much same G note repeating, and it's just the same 2-bar repeated over and over and over. And let's see, I used the string ensemble preset in Xenology, randomize the velocities here, and y'all can do that by just doing Alt and R at the same time, and then you can mess with the velocities, mess with the panning, and this is how the strings sound. And just to make it a little fresh and hopefully get some new ideas, I'm gonna highlight all these by literally just left clicking and then dragging down. Then I'm gonna go here, transpose selected, and then I'm just gonna type -3, and that's gonna put everything I selected down 3 semitones. And this is gonna be the final melody. Now let's get to the drums. So I just finished up the drums. I'm gonna give you all a breakdown. Let's go. So first things first, I got this little clap snare sound and pretty much did a basic clap pattern, but I had a few rolls, like a few accent notes, really nothing special. And this is where it starts to get a little crazy, because y'all know, if y'all listen to like the Shay songs produced by Swish and Nate, then the snare rolls are always like going crazy. So obviously I had to replicate it. Nothing too crazy with the velocities other than this like repeating little roll here. You can see I just had the velocities like slowly, gradually increasing. And then I had a roll hitting on the one because I thought it sort of gives it like a nice sort of hit. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but if you put like a little roll like this at the one, I feel like it gives it like a nice start. And then if you're gonna be doing these snare rolls, make sure you have your grid, this little magnet thing up here, make sure it is set to 1/3 step. So this is what this roll sounds like on 1/3 grid. And then if I try to do the same thing with my grid on half step, And then y'all see in the rest of the pattern, just some accent notes. I'm trying not to spam them. Try to put them in tastefully. Because if you're just like spamming the snare notes, it's just going to come out messy. The mix is going to be muddy. It's just going to be stupid and hard to rap over. So don't force the snares. Just put them in whatever sounds good. Don't try and have the whole damn piano roll filled up with snares. Now moving on to the hi-hats, y'all can see I made these pretty simple, and y'all can spice them up if you want. If you want, you can add some rolls, some like velocity changes, change the notes, whatever, but just don't make it too much, because yes, I know there's already a lot going on in these beats, and if you add like way more than what needs to be going on, then I feel like it's just gonna be impossible to rap over, and nobody's gonna like that. And then I got this open hat, just playing on the one of every 2 bars. And next I got this traditional chant sound, just playing in the same spot every 2 bars, and then every 4 bars I just added a note here towards the end. And next, man, this is what it's all about here. The 808, the key to this sound is like them distorted, super crazy bass boosted 808s, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, man. But y'all can see the pattern really ain't nothing special. I mean, yes, I have the velocities all the way up, but like no crazy velocity changes, no crazy like notes all over the place. Like really, it's a pretty simple pattern. So yeah, like I said, this 808 pattern is nothing too crazy. And then I just got these notes at the end of the 4 bar going up an octave just to give it like a cool little feel. And last but not least, we got this kick. I tried not to go too OD with it. Like I didn't just copy and paste over all the 808 notes. Really what I did was I just put it on the one of every 2 bar, and then I did like one other note every 2 bar. I just tried not to go like too OD with it, like I said, and this just gives it like that real nice distorted sound. So everything together is gonna sound like this. So this is sounding pretty fire. It's time to arrange it. Let's go. So I just finished up the arrangement. I'm gonna break it down. So to start it off, I didn't have the drums come in for the first 2 bars, and then at the end of that little 2 bar, I automated this cut knob on the Love filter by just right-clicking the knob and then going to create automation clip. And then here, I just took it all the way down, like right before the 2 bar hit, and then I faded it right back in, and that gave it a cool little sound like this. So at first I had all the drums except for the chant, and then as far as the melody, I pretty much just had all the layers except for one. Nothing too crazy, just all the arpeggiating sounds. And then right before the second half of the hook, I made a volume automation, and I dropped it out like right before to have a little beat cut. And then it drops into the second part of the hook where I got literally every sound in the beat. And from there it goes into the verse, and for the transition I had this little shaker sound. Like I always say, if y'all have trouble arranging your verse, literally just like find different combinations of the sounds in your melody that work together, and then just like separate them, and then there's your verse. And I did complicate it right here in like the middle of the verse. I just had a little stutter of the drums, and then I brought it right back in with another little automation. And y'all can see I had a few of these automations just like I had in the beginning, just popping in and out. And y'all can see I didn't have the kick playing throughout the entire verse. I just kept that in the hook. And then from the transition from the verse back into the hook, I had this little riser. And from there I just copied literally everything over, added a little volume automation to fade everything out, and that was the beat. And if you stayed till the end of this tutorial, I got a little surprise for y'all, because I know a lot of y'all in here, even if you're not like primarily artists, I know a lot of y'all in here like to record here and there. So y'all can see I got a little ad-lib preset pulled up here, nothing tune crazy, just some auto-tune, EQ, limiter, blah, blah, blah. And I'm about to put y'all on to some sauce and what Shay be doing for his ad-libs. So recently Chase been using this effect on his ad-libs a good amount, so I'm gonna play some examples right now.
For bad bitches in Hill Fitness, one GLO, cracking a seal at them. It just made me feel different. I'm on my body up her key. That nigga broke, he gon' rock for it. Sell around, better go top it. Gang shit, but we mob it. If I see a nigga, get on side it.
So yes, this Fruity Phaser preset right here, if you open Fruity Phaser, go down, Wish Wash preset, that's the sauce right there. So now if I put my mic in,
it's gonna sound like like that will affect you. You see what I'm saying?
Now obviously I don't sound too much like Che, so I'm not gonna sound exactly like him with that preset, but that's sort of how you get that effect, which I thought was pretty cool sounding, so I'll just put y'all on. So thank y'all for staying towards the video. That's my little thank you. So that's gonna be the beat, y'all. Y'all know the drill. If you enjoyed or learned something, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe if y'all are new, and leave a comment. Let me know any tutorial that y'all want to see, and if this beat was gas or if this beat was ass. I appreciate any feedback, man. And make sure y'all join the Discord. Got a fire community in there if y'all got any questions about producing, if y'all just want to hang out, cook up in there, whatever. And also I'm streaming on Twitch here and there, twitch.tv/GasMargella. Link will be in the description. I appreciate if y'all could drop a follow there. And I know I've been saying this a lot, but I promise now I'm gonna try and be a little more consistent. I'm sorry, it was like a 2-month streak of no uploads, but hey, I'm gonna try and be back now. So give me some ideas of tutorials I should do down below in the comments. But hey man, as always, this has been Gas. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, man, and I'm out. Peace.